Hi guys, this is your friend Clifton David Rand with another episode of CDR Inspiration, and I'm here to just drop some information for you that I believe would be very valuable to you. And if you find it valuable, guys, just share it with someone else so that they too could receive some value from this live this morning. This morning, guys, I'm standing at this clock because I want to talk a little bit about time. And you would see that I have the title of this live this morning, Priority Management and Time Allocation. I know there are lots of training sessions that were done on time management, and they were all good. They were very beneficial to those that were part of those training sessions. I myself listened in to training sessions on time management and how to manage time and have a more productive day and those kinds of things, and they were all good. They're all good. So this talk here this morning is not to denounce some of the things that you might have learned from time management sessions, courses, classes, whatever they were. However, this is just my concept or my idea towards time. I don't believe that time itself could really be managed, so I don't speak about time management. But what I do believe that you can manage would be your priorities. So I like to call this priority management and time allocation. All right, now I know you're going to see the clock backwards because I'm in selfie mode here. Priority management and time allocation. I believe that one could manage their priorities and allocate different blocks of time towards these priorities. There's a quote that I've written few years ago that simply says, "You cannot manage time, for it will always come and go. Take a look within. It's your priorities you should know." And this is what a lot of individuals miss. People miss what their priorities really are sometimes. And that is what one should focus on. One should focus on what their priorities are. What is it that I have to get done every single day that will take me one step closer each day towards my dreams and my goals? What are those things that I need to get done that would help me to win, that will help me to succeed? And how much time should I spend doing these things every single day? So my encouragement to you this morning, one, is to start thinking about what goals and dreams that you have. What are those things that you would like to achieve? That's the first thing that you need to get done. Secondly, I want you to look at your schedule, the things that you need to do every single day. Every day, there are some things that you do every single day. There are some things that are done weekly. And there are some things that you do monthly. What I want you to do is to draw up your calendar and firstly start inserting things into that schedule. Now I'm helping you here to deal with allocating time to different things that you need to get done every day by simply managing your priorities. All right. So you look at your daily, your weekly, your monthly schedule, and you say, okay, there are some things like, for me, for instance, I know every Sunday morning for me is church. So when I drop my calendar, church is already in that block every single Sunday morning. I know every Monday morning I go live at 6:45, so that's already in my calendar. 6:45 every morning I'm going live. I know on a Friday evening from 6 p.m. I normally switch my phone off because it's time that is dedicated to family, and I do have a very hectic schedule, so I lock off my phone every Friday evening at 6, and for the rest of the evening, it's family time. And some of my friends and relatives already know this. So these are things that are fixed into your schedule, and you would put that into your calendar. When you are finished inserting those things into your calendar, you may have some things, maybe your church time may not be on a Sunday morning. I have a friend who told me that they have church on a Sunday afternoon for 4 p.m. So then he would have to put 4 p.m. on a Sunday evening as church for him. So whatever things that you have fixed in your schedule, maybe your family time, maybe church, maybe an online course that you are doing that is done every Tuesday night at 9 o'clock. Whatever it is, put those blocks of time, you know, into your schedule. Then you would look at your schedule and see what other spaces that you have for other things that you need to get done, and you start fitting those things into that schedule. Whatever, whether it's your job, some of you have your job is a fixed time. Mine is flexible because I work from home, but your job may be a fixed 8 to 4. So then you start getting ready maybe from 6 in the morning, or if it's closer, you know, to where you live, maybe 7 o'clock you start organizing yourself. But you already know that from this time I start getting organized for work, and this time to this time is work. Then from this time to this time is, you know, my commute from work back to home. So you already have that whole portion of the day blocked out. And if you are doing a business that is, you know, on the side of your job, you know, a sideline business to generate some supplement income, some extra income, then you would look at your entire schedule. Now you look at where church is fitting, where work is fitting, where family time is fitting, where extracurricular activities are fitting, and around that now you would fit in different blocks of time that you could actually focus on your side business. Fix your schedule, know what your priorities are. One of the most important things with this is knowing what your priorities are, knowing what your dreams and goals are. What I have done, I have made a list of my priorities, every aspect of my life. You know, my number one priority is God, so God is to the top of my list. Yeah? So list out your priorities, God, if it's your family, if it's your business, if it's church, you know, everything that you normally would give some time to when the day comes, list it out so that you know every aspect of your life that you have to deal with. List it out, and then you make blocks of time, allocate blocks of time towards every single one of these responsibilities or priorities that you would have. So this is my little encouragement for you this morning, and some little advice of how you could, you know, maximize on your day, how you could have a more productive day, not by managing time, because time just comes and goes. Yeah, you look at this clock here; the time is just going as we speak. So you can't manage the time, but you can manage your priorities and say, you know what, 15 minutes is going to pass, whether I do something or I don't do something. 15 minutes will pass. So what do I use that 15-minute period for? I hope you guys get me. Yeah? Because you cannot manage time. It always comes and goes. We can't put a stop to time. It just comes and it goes. But our priorities, we could certainly manage those priorities. So I encourage you to make a list of those priorities this morning, and start looking at your calendar and fit these priorities into your calendar. One of the best things with it, because I actually sat and did this with a couple of persons before, helping them to have a more productive day. So I've literally done this with persons before, and I mean, if you need some assistance with it, you could reach out to me, and I would guide you along the way and actually help you to get this done, because it really does help you to have a more productive day. All right, so I've sat with persons before, and the best part about this, guys, is when you actually, you know, put out that calendar and you begin to write those things down. People who have told me before that they don't have any extra time, people who've told me that their life is so busy, we realized that when we took everything that was jumbled in their mind and placed it onto a piece of paper or into a book or drew it up on a whiteboard, they quickly realized how much empty spaces they had, blocks of time, that they will do things like scroll on social media and not realize how much time has been wasted, that they will watch, you know, a movie, or, you know, do something. Sometimes it's a phone conversation with a friend or a relative, talking about nothing too much really. And before you know it, 30 minutes has gone, or 45, or a whole hour, sometimes 2 hours you spend on the phone. And when you come off the phone, you said, I shouldn't even be so long on the phone with that person, you know. Sometimes it cuts into your sleep time, and then you don't get enough sleep to get up next morning for work. Whatever it is, guys, but there's lots of time that is wasted sometimes. It just passes because you have not managed your priorities. You don't know what you're going to be doing next. So when somebody calls you, you can't even say to them, well, you know what, I'm kind of busy right now, I have some things getting done, because you don't even know what you have to get done. So I trust that this would have been beneficial to you, and I look forward to seeing you dropping me some comments here. I look forward to seeing you giving me some love. Share some love with me, guys. I'm looking forward to seeing you even sharing this live with someone else, that they could benefit from what they would have heard from this live here this morning. And next week Monday, God's willing, we're going to go live again, and we have a special guest speaker that is going to be on next week Monday. So invite a friend to come along. This young lady is an emerging motivational speaker and a life coach. She's very passionate about young people, and she has a very interesting message that she started relating recently, and it's about the 2020 perspective. And it was really powerful, really awesome what I heard her share just a couple days ago. And I want you guys to hear from this young lady. So next week Monday morning, ensure that you bring a friend along with you right here on this page, Clifton David Ryan, for another episode of CDR Inspiration. So have a blessed day, guys. Remember, you cannot manage time. It will always come and go. Take a look within. It's your priorities you should know. Have a great day, guys. Love you, and see you next week Monday for CDR Inspiration. Bless you guys. Take care.